Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new, then hi, welcome to my channel. Today we have my what I watched in January 2022 TV and film video. Can't believe January has already been and gone. We're already in February. I feel like this is the fastest January that has ever happened in my life. So if I'm honest with you, I haven't watched that much this month. I feel like in January it's always a slow month for TV and film because people are either waiting to bring their things out for like a special occasion like Valentine's Day or in the summer, etc, or it's just been out because of Christmas. And I don't know, I just feel like TV and film doesn't usually come out around the January mark, so I feel like there hasn't been as much that I've watched. However, pretty much everything I've watched has been really good. Of course, as always, there are no spoilers in this whatsoever. This is just a video that you can take as, oh, maybe I'll watch this, maybe I'll watch that, and it's just my honest, genuine opinion of what I think of these TV and films that I've watched this month. So the first thing I watched was Ted Lasso. Now this is on Apple TV. I know lots of people have talked about how good Ted Lasso is, but because I didn't have it, I was a bit like, but because I got like a free month trial or something like that, we were like, you know what, let's give Ted Lasso a go. And I loved it. Ted Lasso, so good. I'm so excited for the next season. But basically Ted Lasso is about a American coach, a football coach, who comes over to the UK to coach a football team, so a soccer team to him. Obviously he doesn't know anything about the English way of football, and it's really funny. The humour is very British. I love the characters. The characters in it are so good. I love the jokes. Just there was something about it that just made me feel so good while I was watching it. Obviously there's some like hard topics in there, but for the most of it, it is a comedy. It's really good. It's really funny. I highly recommend you watch this. Just get a free trial on Apple TV just to watch Ted Lasso. It is so worth it. The second thing I've been watching this month is something that's coming out weekly, so I have yet to finish this season, but I don't know if you can tell what could possibly be back. I'm talking about Euphoria. So obviously Euphoria is back for the second season. I adored season 1. I actually made a video about season 1, comparing it to Skins UK Euphoria. If you want to watch that, please do. I'm gonna say it's my favorite show of all time. It is my favorite show of all time, okay? I'm sure most of you have seen it, but if you haven't and you're one of those people that's like, oh, everyone's talking about it on Twitter, it's too cool now, I don't want to get into it, like, just watch it. Honestly, it's so good. Not only is just like everything is so good about it, like the way it's filmed, the script, the stories, I love it personally. And season 2 is living up to the expectation. I mean, when something comes down so well in season 1, you really do worry about what's going to happen in the next season, but this has actually been living up to the expectation and probably more. I love it, and we're only 4 episodes in. Euphoria, if you don't know what it is, it's about a bunch of teenagers. I mean, like, I think they just set it in a high school just so that there is direction of a place they're meant to be, because it wouldn't have worked if they were in the workplace, but they definitely could have done it in a uni. And it's about drugs, relationships, and all these other things. However, I do have to warn you, this is a really difficult watch for some people. It can be very triggering. There is a lot of different trigger points in it, so maybe give it a quick Google beforehand if you are worried or you're a bit anxious about starting it, because there are certain things that are mentioned. Watched Cheer season 2. Now, I was surprised there was a season 2 of this. This is a documentary on cheerleading in America, and you're following like this one group of cheerleaders who are the best in the country kind of thing, but this time you're following 2 of them. I did not expect a season 2 whatsoever. You'll 100% love this, like give it a go. It's so interesting, so good. The difference between season 1 and season 2 is actually pretty big. Okay, the next thing I watched was The Hype House. This is what I mean by it was a bit of a slow month. So The Hype House came out on Netflix, and I wouldn't really recommend it to people. Like, if you're interested or a bit nosy, then sure, give it a watch, but it wasn't groundbreaking, it wasn't amazing. I didn't really learn anything new. So The Hype House is a documentary following a group of teenagers who are part of the Hype House on TikTok. If you don't know what that is, good for you. It's a group of teenagers that all live together in a house, and they're called the Hype House, and they basically make content together on one account, but also help each other on other accounts kind of thing. It was fine. I mean, like, if Nikita Dragon wasn't in it, it would have been the dullest thing ever. I then watched Too Hot to Handle season 3. I think it's season 3. Oh, this show, it's the perfect bit of trash. I love a bit of trash TV, and this is, the rule is they can't kiss, they can't have sex, they can't do anything, otherwise the prize money goes down and down and down and down. Now, somehow these people can't keep their hands off each other for more than like 10 minutes. Look, if I was offered 200,000, I think 3 weeks, I ain't going near anyone. Mate, stay away. I am creating my own bubble, and I'm living in it just so I can win that money. So yeah, every time that, so if you like trash TV, oh, you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. I then watched another new Netflix series called, The Woman in the House Opposite the Window? The House in the what? Let me look it up. Girl in the Window. Say that 3 times fast. Okay, I've got a confession about this one. I did not realize it was a comedy. I watched the whole entire thing and I did not realize it was a comedy. Now, you can take 2 things from that. Either I just didn't get it. I just didn't get the obvious signs, which I kind of see now that I know it's a comedy. Or it just wasn't funny enough for me to realize it was a comedy. Basically, it is meant to be a parody of all the films like The Girl on the Train. I think there's one on Netflix called The Woman in the Window. It's meant to be that, but I haven't seen any of those films. I don't like those kind of films. They're not my cup of tea. I watched this for Christian Bell. Okay, I saw her as the main character and I decided to watch it because I love her. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't look into this. I didn't know what it was. This is what I do with every TV show. I just put it on. Maybe a mistake because I did not realize, and I just thought it was bad or the craziest thing I've ever seen. I was waiting for her to wake up from dreams. Like, it took me to the end to Google it to find out it was a comedy. And the last TV show that I watched this month was The Great Pottery Throwdown. Now, I usually don't put these kind of TV shows in these because they are just my Sunday night watching TV kind of thing. This has a special place in my heart, okay? The Great Pottery Throwdown is so wholesome. It is the sweetest program you'll ever watch. It is a competition show where they are making things out of clay. So they make clay models of things like gnomes or pots or tea sets, and then they like paint them and then they judge them, but the judges are so sweet. Just this show is so wholesome. I love it, and I just wanted to let you guys know that you should watch this. Moving on to films of this month, we've actually only got one film. Like I said, nothing really comes out in the month of January apart from Scream, the 5th film of Scream. But I have been waiting for this since Halloween when I did a binge watch of all of them for the first time. I was pleasantly surprised with this film. So obviously it's Scream, Ghostface is back, we're in the present day, we're getting some revisits from characters from the first film and throughout the rest of them. But I actually really enjoyed this one. I was a little bit like, not really sure how I'm gonna feel about it, but I really liked it, and I would say it's probably my 2nd or 3rd favourite out of all 5 of them. Like, it's definitely up there. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good film, and if you like the Scream films or you've never seen the Scream films, the first Scream is absolutely amazing. Definitely give it a watch. But yeah, that is everything I watched in the month of January. Hopefully there'll be some more things coming out next month and I'll be able to give you a better and bigger list. But there are definitely some things in this list you need to watch. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already because it lets you know when I've uploaded a new video. I will hopefully see you again very soon.